I mean, family, 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 family. I mean, family. Like, I really have no words on what just happened in the last, let's call it last, what, 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Looked like we had something, looked like we had control of the game late. Looked like we had control, but, once again, our Atlanta Hawks find another way to trick off another game that we should have won. Let me say it one more time. The Atlanta Hawks found another way to trick off a game that we should have won. And cats want to tell me that we ready for the playoffs? The playoffs? Cats, let me guess. He should have played Jalen Johnson and we would have won the game. Or no. Like I've been saying, our players, they don't execute. I don't know how many times I got to say the same thing over and over and over again. But let's tap in with our guest this evening. Let's hear some. Let's. I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't even know. All you can do is laugh it off. Thank God we already in the play-in. But who knows how long that's gonna last? Who knows how long that's gonna last? Talk to me, Gerald. Give me your assessment on the game tonight, man. Then we're gonna move on to Juan. We'll move on to Mike. Give me your assessment for the night, man.
Man, I'm trying to put my thoughts in order. So I'm gonna start with this. Up six, 5 minutes left. You got to close that game out. Um, Trey didn't close. Trey
Read that
took a
right there,
couple.
Gerald. Gerald,
Huh?
Read that from Jay.
No, that wasn't it. What Trey did have a part of it, but when Trey started getting double teamed, nobody moved without nobody moved. Everybody just stood right there. Like if you bring a double team, somebody cut, do something? And I mean they brought the double team like beyond the 3-point line. Something got to be open. Um Next thing, I know this is a YouTube show. I don't want you to get demonetized.
I know
So
you ain't finna curse. Not Christian Gerald.
that
Not Christian Gerald. You finna say some profanity up here?
hey, the Lord permitted certain words in the Bible to get his point across sometimes. Oh,
Hey, Gerald.
I,
That remind me. Last post game live. Remember I said I'm emotionally tied to the Hawks. This how I know you're emotionally tied. When the Hawks make you go against your religion. Don't say it,
man,
man. I say it for you. What's the word you want to use? I say it for you because I don't want you going down there seeing the devil. I'm
I,
already on my way
I
down there.
already
Give me the
got
word.
I already got a euphemism for it. Clint Capela in the when he got into the game, he reminded me of a set of labias.
What?
That is that's the ana, anatomy term for lips on a woman.
Oh, so you saying he a pussy? I'll say it for you. So you call Clint Capella a pussy? Yes or no?
Labia major and labia minor, both of them
Yeah,
on each
I know.
side.
I had to
Okay, so
understand what
you
you're
call him
saying
a
first.
you call him a coochie face. Okay.
Bro, when he backed up and let Bam just dunk the ball.
Lowry pushed him too.
Like he just let Bam just dunk the ball to tie the game.
Yep.
Like he ain't had 5 fouls, did
He had two. I think one or two.
he? Man had 2 fouls, bro. That man get a
Save it for the player range. Save it for the player range. Come on, Juan. Give me your assessment of the game tonight, my guy. Then we gonna hit my
Whoa.
boy Mike up.
Yeah, man. Same thing as Gerald said, man. We had the lead with the bench unit. We had the line out there. We had Bogey. We had Hunter, Double O, who started playing well in the last 6-7 minutes, and I think Trey was out there. And we had the lead. Defense playing really good, man. Let's force some touch shots. Hunter come by a basket night, but the dude was like a plus 15 tonight because his defense was outstanding again. And what does Nate do on cue? He takes them out. He takes them out on cue. Takes them out.
Didn't we
And
just discuss this last game?
I'm like, why, bro? Did they say they need a breather? Did they say I'm tired? Hey, coach, I need some water. I need some Gatorade. Take me out the game. I don't
Politics.
understand it. I don't understand it. Herder started heating up in the second half. He takes him out. I'm like, bro, I don't know no more, man, because we had the lead. The game was won. The game was won, and we just
Tricked
Nate.
it off.
We
Mike.
tricked up his coaching decisions.
Hey,
I
Mike,
don't
I
know,
need a
man.
shirt that say "We trick off games" or some shit. I'm gonna come up with a logo. I'm gonna send it to you so I can get some shirts made. Talk to me, Mike. What's your thoughts on the game tonight, my guy?
Man. So I ain't trying to wear that shirt, man. But nah, man. You know me, man. I guess I get straight to the point. I don't know, man. Trey, bro, Trey tripping up. I don't know
Yeah,
what else to say. I mean, forget the rest of the game, man. Like, forget the rest of the game. Forget coach bringing anybody back. What? Forget it. Forget all of that. You playing the number one team in the East. You ain't finna blow these boys out. We finna go to the playoffs. That's where we want to be. We want to get to a championship. Literally, once you get playing the better teams and stuff like that, it's going to come down to like literally the last 5 possessions of the game. Our
yep.
last 5 possessions of the game. What the, bro? What is Trey doing? Like, come on, man. You gonna say nobody open, nobody cut or something like that? Nobody cut. Trey wasn't looking for nobody to cut anyway when he shot that 1 foot fadeaway out of bounds deep three. What in the world? Bro,
I give you that one. You right about that one.
Gallo was automatically open off the pick because he was doubled. They left him.
Yep.
How about Trey try swinging the ball at least? Try stepping through. I don't know, move the ball, but he settled for a fadeaway. I don't know, crazy three. Another play before when he rushed it or whatever, it was late, kind of in the clock though, and I kind of blame it more so on Kev because Kev was in his defer mode because he just like, well, it's trade time. Let me just hold the ball.
Yeah.
Clock running down. Kev, you got the ball to make a play, but he just like, come on, Trey, come back and get it.
Yeah, he
and
sure did. Yep.
He moved back out, and it's like, bruh, and it's like they just okay with that too, and there it's just like the play that y'all upset about defensive wise. Okay, Kyle Lowry, championship point guard. Pump fake, got into the hole. He made the defense have to rotate. I ain't too mad at Clint like right there. I mean, I understand what y'all saying, but I ain't too mad at. I ain't thinking about that because I'm
He
looking
got to
at
earn the free throw.
made the correct play though. He made the team have to rotate, and everybody was out of position off of that because he made the correct play. He wasn't settling for no fadeaway three on bogey or something like that. He got into the paint, and he also passed the ball.
Yep.
Late. So those are the things I'm talking about that Trey has to continue to mature. And of course, when he get there, man, we're gonna win the championship. It is what it is. But, bruh, yeah, tricked off the
That
game.
man bad. That man bad though.
What's
I need
up?
a shirt that say, and I think I've said this
I
already.
mean,
I need a shirt that say, "Pass the
but you gotta.
ball."
That's what I'm saying. But you gotta understand though, mental go into it too, man. I understand. All right, I'm more so upset at Clint when he missed that lob. You know what I'm saying? The camera wasn't quite on it too much, so I couldn't tell if he got his hands completely on it. But the way he was looking, like he should have caught it. Like, okay, Clint, you should have caught that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more upset about that play. The play that we talking about, the defense that y'all upset about, like, bro, like at that point, I'm slick upset too because it's like, bro, like that was Trey took some stupid shots, man, kind of before that. And it's like, bro, move the ball, man. And then this just happened. It's like, what the? It's like we sitting there. I know that shouldn't be the case though, but that's on people mental then at that point. And then why Gallo just finally get a little rush shot? Trey finally kick out. It's like Trey need to understand too. It's like, bro, you got Gallo out here. At least one of these plays out of these last 5. We talked about this before. Demond was just played a season, a game earlier season. Everybody didn't want to say nothing about Trey. Like, oh, he got 30-something points. I'm like, no, he blew the game down the doggone stretch. I think it was like a Chicago game. It's like, bro, pass the ball, man. You got other players who can cook and go to work too. At least give them one play. It should have been one of those plays that Gallo got the ball. Trey came down and said, Gallo, you go over here on the block. You go to work and we eat off of you. At least one of them.
He don't trust him. He don't trust him.
He damn sure don't trust Capela.
In crunch time, he don't trust him.
I ain't asking. Did I say give the Clint the ball? I ain't say that now. I mean,
I'm still mad. I'm being petty.
But Gallo or even Bogey or something like that. But those, when it comes down to the glory possessions or whatever, Trey don't pass that jump, man. Like, and simple as that.
How many times have we discussed that? I've been saying that. I've been saying pass the ball, Trey. Pass the ball. I've been saying this, man. And you know what? This is what I figure, man. Tell me if I'm crazy. I think Nate is playing politics, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing politics.
Ain't no such thing as a coach not playing politics. Every coach don't play it.
But you know what? He costing us games with these rotations. I don't understand. I said this before. Let me say this, and then I'll come to you, Gerald.
No problem.
Then we'll hit these player ratings. I said this. I don't know if it was the last post game live or the one before that one. I said Nate plays politics. There is no reason why he should be putting people in the game. We doing all right with the dudes on the floor.
Yep.
We're winning with the dudes on the floor. But for some reason, oh my God, I got to put Trey in the game. I got to put the starters in the game. He do it all the time. And I think it's strictly politics. I think Coach Nate, this is just me, call me crazy. I think he's scared of Trey, man. I think he's scared to say, hey, bro, we rolling right now. When we fuck up, I'll put you in the game. But right now, I'm coaching. I'm trying to win the game. I'm not trying to get you on the all-NBA.
Win
I don't the game
about that, bro. He gonna get fired, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. He in a no-win situation, man. He in a no-win situation.
Did he play their players late, right?
But what about this? What about this though, Mike?
What's up?
What if, say, he doesn't put Trey in the game, and we win the game? As a GM, say Trey came to you on the slick, was like, "Hey man, Nate ain't put me in the game, man. What's up, man? I'm trying to get to the All NBA, man. You know, I'm third in points and third in assists, man. What's up?"
He definitely trying to get the All NBA.
And the points. What you gonna tell him, Mike?
Man,
what you gonna tell him?
Well, I'm gonna tell him, man, don't even put me in that boat, man. I don't even want to go down this conversation, man. I'm trying not to even think that way. Hey, Demond, you trying to start too much, man.
Listen, man, you know what, bro? It don't matter who come up here on the show. Right. Nobody gonna come up here and say anything we haven't already said already.
That's fake.
Point blank, period. It's the same. I think one of y'all said, I can't remember. It's the same exact shit, bro. And you know what people gonna say?
Same toilet too.
Well, you should have played Jalen Johnson. He ain't gonna do shit, bro.
We won the boards by 10, so that
we want to rebound
go out of there.
Because he would have took him out the game too if he was cooking.
I think my thing is I didn't get to touch on Nate, and I'm listening to the press conference right now. But two things. I feel like I do feel like he should have brought in Trey. I mean, that's a playoff. You might well say that's a playoff.
No.
Let me finish.
See, that's what I'm saying,
Coach. Come down to the last 5 possessions.
See, you talking. See, now you see
bring him in.
Gerald, I'm gonna have to call you Coach Gerald now.
Okay.
Because no, you don't have to bring him in. At the end,
You
You,
don't.
but you saying that based on the result of the game,
I'm saying
knowing
it
the
based off
result
of how the
in the,
game was going before he came in the game.
but
Before
it
he came in the game, what was we winning or no?
Yeah, we were.
we was winning, but the bigger issue was not Trey going into the game. In my opinion, it was a Kongwu going out of the game.
Bruh.
That was the bigger
Well,
issue.
let's add them
Yeah,
all up. Let's add
yeah.
them all up then. Because me, and I think I was telling
And DeLon.
I think I was talking to Juan about this. That's Coach Nate's problem. That's one of his issues. Stop subbing these dudes when they hot. I don't
What?
understand. When they play good, he take them out.
How many
The
minutes did that bench lineup? How many minutes straight did they play? I want to say they played 7 straight minutes,
They
man,
started
listen.
from the fourth. They started from the fourth, and all the
and
way
they
down
went
to
to like the
to
4 minute.
the 5 minute mark before
Yeah,
he started bringing them in. But they still didn't show any signs of being tired. I mean, heck,
We was winning.
Kevin Durant played the whole second half against us. Him and Kyrie Irving. He still put up 55 on us. Why couldn't Okongwu, DeLon Wright, and Hunter them boys continue to play at their pace, and we were scoring and stopping them?
I can't say that. I can't say if they was tired or not. But
And
if
you
the
know they
bench,
won't tired, Gerald. You know they not tired. Then we just had this conversation about these
They
dudes being
20 years
tired at 22
old.
years old.
no,
It,
that,
it was time
bruh,
for the bench to sit, bro. Like
bruh,
how many
that's the
nights in
close.
the NBA
You
do the
got the
bench
closing lineup
win
got to
games?
go in the game eventually. You don't,
See,
and
but that's
then
my point, Gerald. That's my point. No, they don't have to do nothing. We have to win the game.
so
We
you
ain't
Bro,
trying
hold
to
on.
win. We
no,
just trying to play politics.
no,
So you
Demond,
going, so you
Demond
saying
just be acting like he just pick a team together up the street real quick. Like, bro, we winning by any
no,
means
no.
necessary. It's like
Demond
I
used to
get that, but
Demond
no,
used to
bro.
running 40 miles a week in
I
the
don't run 40. I
military, and
don't
he
run no
think
40
everybody
miles
else
a
can
I
do.
don't do 40 miles a week. I do about 70.
So
So,
so that Demond,
no more.
he think about himself and what he can do. That
Bro,
it's an unrealistic expectation to be able to for the bench to play the whole quarter.
Gerald,
bro. Contracts
KD
say
is
they
how
can't
old is
play that
KD?
long.
Trey
30?
Young,
Yeah,
Trey Young plays the whole first quarter. So what are we
that,
talking about here?
but
Trey
when you
Young
play the whole
contract
first
says that.
quarter, hold on, I answer that. When you play the whole first quarter, you fresh.
So you telling me the
When you
bench won't
talking about
fresh?
playing the whole fourth quarter, you already got the first, second, and third quarter wear and tear on you.
I'm gonna have to use a DJ Incog line. Excuses.
They didn't get it done. But that's the lineup you want outside of Gallo.
You
That's the
know what?
lineup you want on the floor.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I think the second unit would have got it done tonight.
Yep.
It would have got it
Some
done. And this is what
I
I'm
don't.
saying, man.
I,
I'm
I
gonna tell
just
you what. Let
I
me
I
tell
got a
you
think
one
point
thing,
too. We got
Gerald.
done.
okay.
Let me tell you one thing. This what I would have did. Somebody need to pull Trey to the side and say, bro, you want all these accolades. You need to have wins behind them accolades. No
Mm-hmm.
one cares how we win the game.
Yep.
Okay. No one cares how you win. Because he gonna get his numbers anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Trey, we trying to win this game. I don't give a you still benefit from that. Even though you wasn't on the floor. Boo hoo hoo. But guess what? Guess what the headline gonna say? Trey Young and the
Yep.
Atlanta Hawks go into Miami and win. So he
Hey,
still benefits.
So
here's another thing that because I know y'all been going at it. Gerald and Demond. So Demond, remember we talked about the Toronto game that Coach Nate, man, and his coaching methodologies, I like to call them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he's going to continue to go with something because he's ingrained to do so. For example, TLC on Siakam the whole time. All right. This is where one of his coaching methodologies came in tonight, man. I'm looking at the game, look at the pace of the game. Miami couldn't score, man. They was playing hard on defense and they couldn't score on offense. And we was getting our buckets. Bogey was hot again. He had 25 points again. Congo was cleaning up the boards and getting everything again. Herter was starting to get hot again. Herter didn't have but 4 points in the first half and hit 9 straight in the third quarter. Then he hit 2 more in the fourth quarter. We started to get these guys going. And what does Nate do, man? He starts taking them out, subbing them out, man. All right. I don't get it. DeLon Wright played excellent defense on Tyler Hero tonight. Didn't hardly score anything. Guess who takes him out? He takes him out. Did Hero come out the game? No. He stayed in the game. But DeLon Wright comes out the game. Why? It don't make sense to me, man. Did Bam come out the game? No. But did Double O come out? Yes. I don't understand it, man. I don't
Politics,
understand
man.
it.
He
Let
playing
me ask y'all a
politics with
question.
these minutes, bro.
Let me ask y'all a question.
That's Miami rotation, though.
Let me ask y'all a question. So, y'all believe with the lineup that got us the 6-point lead, the whole lineup should have stayed in the whole fourth quarter?
Yep, I
No,
would have
Gerald.
kept him in there.
What Gerald minus 1 or 2 players? Do I believe Gallo should have came in for Hunter? No, because they started picking on Gallo. They started going right at Gallo every single time. I would have left Hunter in there, even with 5 fouls, so he fouled out.
And
And then I
I
would put
think,
it.
I believe that that's why I think that coach leaving Gallo in the game and taking Okongwu out, that I think that lost us the game more than Trey shooting them two dumb shots.
No, hell no,
No,
hell
bro,
no. But you
every
know what,
point
though, Gerald?
every
You know
point
what,
that
though,
they
Gerald?
scored in
But
those last
Gerald,
5 minutes,
but this my point right here, Gerald.
Gallo was the primary defender.
Gerald, you a coach, right?
Yeah.
So you telling me if you got a squad out there, you football, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me you got a squad out there making stuff happen, right? Say you got a backup quarterback out there making shit happen. You telling me if your starter say, coach, because say your starter got injured at the
Okay.
beginning of the game.
Okay.
He goes to the back, he getting treatment. Meanwhile, your backup is making shit happen. So you telling me in the fourth quarter of a football game, if your backup is making shit happen and y'all winning, and your starter say, Coach, I'm good, I'm ready to go back in, you just gonna say, hey, yeah, go ahead and go get old buddy. Or you gonna say, wait, let's see what he do on this possession on this possession right here. You really gonna do that? Like, and that's what I said. And
If
that's
the
what I said
game is
about Coach
close
Reed.
like that, if the game is close like how this Hawks game was, if that's my starting quarterback, that mean I got the all damn near unconditional trust into him.
And you don't
So
have no trust. So you
if he tell me he good, and in football, the backup quarterback is like an insurance policy. He's not as valuable as the backup point guard
but
in the NBA.
my point is this, Gerald. You would take your quarterback, your backup out, who's winning the game, just because your starter say, Coach, I'm ready to go back in. And he been out for 3 quarters.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's a different argument. But the
No,
answer
but
is yeah, I will put the starter back in. If he tell
why?
me he good, I got that trust in him.
But see, that's my problem. That's my problem. Like, and I think me and Juan was talking about this. Sometimes, and you know, I'm not a coach, but sometimes you gotta play to what's working
Your
and
strengths.
not play so you don't hurt a star. Guess what? At the end of the day, as a coach, you're gonna get judged off wins and losses.
Yeah.
You're not
You
gonna get judged off of, but you know what? Trey liked me, and guess what's gonna happen? Trey gonna like you
Fire.
while you at
Mm-hmm.
home.
Yep.
That's true. That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah,
The
man.
other thing is you got to think about not necessarily. Well, you do got to think about the result. That's what folks care about. But when you
That's
got,
it.
however, it's about how you got to that result as well. That tells you who was at fault, what made the biggest difference. With what you saying, you're not a coach. One thing you looking at mainly is Trey cost us the game, and he did have a part in that. But we not talking about how Miami and Eric Spoelstra, when they decided to go double Trey, it was at different points in the shot clock, so Trey couldn't predict when the double team was coming.
Trey should
Yep.
always
So that was a
know that a double coming. That's
no,
all they
but
do to stop him. They do it
What
all the
you
no,
what
no,
you
no,
time,
no.
mean
bro.
predict the double coming?
What I'm saying is that he didn't know when it was coming.
But
So if you don't know when
No,
it's coming, you
that's
don't know
an
when to
but
count.
excuse.
that don't make sense,
No,
Gerald.
that's
He gets
an
double
excuse, man.
all the time.
That's
He
an
He
does.
been
excuse.
getting double since he been in
That's
the
an excuse.
league.
He's a professional basketball player and a professional point guard, and y'all claim that he's one of the best point guards in this NBA. Is just the best league in the world. That
So
man do not need to know. Nobody need to say, "Hey, look, man, a double about to come your way in 5, 4, 3, and then Trey, do what you got to
That's not
do.
what I'm trying to. That's not what I'm trying to say.
No,
That's not what
well,
I'm trying to
I
say.
know that's not what you're trying to say. I'm just saying it that way because that's in a sense basically what's gonna have to happen for him to, in a sense, know a double team is coming. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's the feel of the game. He got to have a better feel and understanding. Trey at times is no denying it. That's what I'm saying. There's no point of even talking about anything else because other than the way that he not gonna do it is basically what Demond trying to say. Sit him down. Don't even let him on the court because right now, in this point in Trey Young's career, when it comes down to the glory possessions of the game, that man is not passing the ball.
He
That
sure
double
isn't.
team came, a double happens, man. It's just simple, basic math. Trey Young plays basketball. If it's two people on me, that means somebody open. I don't care if they're moving or
Exactly.
not. They can be
And
stationary.
that ain't necessarily true, depending on where the other three guys are.
But here's
And
the thing.
especially if the guy just standing around.
But
Bro,
What do you
Gerald,
mean?
let me
What do
tell
you
you,
mean just standing around? Gallo sets
Gerald,
the screen. Gallo basically slips and pops every single time. He doesn't roll. If Clinton did it and he got double, he know where Clinton's going. They play basketball together all the time. And even if they didn't, Trey still should be able to find the open man after getting double.
You
If he
can't find it
wants to.
but you can't find an open man with 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Bro, it wasn't 3 seconds on that.
Well,
play,
he stopped dribbling then.
dribble. Pass the ball. That's what I want him to
Make
do.
your action sooner, Trey. Don't wait till it's that late and stuff like that. Because also, too, I think that's the play that doggone Trey let the ball roll to half court. So it surely wasn't 3 seconds on it. Because he sat there and saved them.
They doubled him. They doubled him like maybe 3 or 4 times in those last
But the thing is, they're not doubling. The only time they're doubling them is when the man is coming. So if Trey don't want to get double, he need to tell them not to come up here. Because if they run double him like that, that's even dumber. Then he can definitely see what to do and stuff like that. Then so that's still on Trey. If anything, then tell them don't bring the screen. Then I'm going imano, but he wants to switch. Miami knows he wants to switch on stress, so they're gonna not do it sometimes. It's just simple basketball. It's just
guess what else he could do?
It was chess at the end of the game. Last 5 possessions against any good team, we want to win a championship. That's what it's gonna come down to. Our point guard, the leader with the ball in hand, he gonna need to play better chess. The coach can yell and do whatever he wants to from the sideline, but Trey, if he decides to say I'm about to fade away out of bounds on 1 foot, and he decide that, and as Hawks fans, we gotta hope he make it right now.
Or guess what he can do to avoid? What else he can do to avoid double team? Let somebody else bring the ball down.
Yeah,
he can do that too.
I mean, bro.
Bogey can handle it.
I know y'all was talking about Kevin. I brought up the fact that like Kevin was warming up and stuff like that, but
Kevin can't even inbound the ball.
Gave the ball back.
He can bring the ball down the court.
But you know what, Juan? Remember I said that. I said Kevin, when he on the floor with Trey, he always defers.
He did. Michael just said it, man. It was one in the corner where Kevin had the baseline on Tyler Hero. He got past him and passed it back to Trey. What are you doing, bro? But we also know he don't like contact either. I call it
the Trey Young effect, bro. They up here, Bogey to keep coming off the bench because he's more aggressive when Trey not up there.
Yeah, Bogey gonna shoot it.
Yeah, when they out there with Trey, they mentally up here just defer to him automatically. They get out of that. They can't. Kevin Huerter, he can't get you a bucket when Trey Young on the court unless Trey say, "Man, just go shoot the ball." He gonna pass the shit to Trey, bro. Or you know what he gonna do? He gonna dribble that shit at the top of the key and wait for Trey to come around and give him the ball.
He did it. He did it in one of the 5 possessions here at the end, man. I don't understand it. He gave his man a head fake, went past him on the baseline, had the lane, got a little body on him, looked for Trey, and passed it back to Trey. I'm like, this is stupid. This is stupid basketball right here, man.
Man, I don't. What did he say? I mentally, I don't hate.
Are you
Trey.
talking about the open 3?
Actually, did you see the comments?
I don't hate Trey, man. No. Now don't get me wrong. When Trey get drafted, 2017, we got Trey in 2017. In 2017, I was shitting on him. I used to call him Ash Trey when he played like played like a bum. I don't hate Trey, man. I want to win games. Let me say that one more time, Tangu. I want to win games. I don't care about all NBA. I don't care about All Star. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm past all that. Y'all can have that. You want him to be the all NBA guy, so you can. Let me tell you something, man. When I'm talking Hawks with other fans of teams, Motherfuckers ain't talking about how many all NBA players you got. No, they talk about how many championships you got.
They sure do. And we got 0.
Yeah, so I don't care about all that other stuff. I'm done with that. But let's go ahead and get these player ratings, man, because I want to hear y'all ratings for the night. We'll start with Juan, since I got my boy Juan up here on the big screen. I'm not even gonna do this guy because he didn't
TLC.
even do it.
I know you're talking about. Yep. Pass.
Y'all gonna pass on TLC.
I
Man, let's go to the next person.
He did his part.
Look,
I'm not even gonna waste the 10 minutes that we about to use on this guy, man. He didn't do nothing, man. 0 from me for TLC. He didn't do shit tonight.
yep.
Okay, let's start with a Kongwu. 21 minutes. 21 minutes tonight. 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 for 4 from the field, 1 steal. He was a -4 a while. Talk to me about TLC, my guy. I mean, Onyeka tonight.
Yeah, I give him a 6 because his impact showed up in the late third, or I think the fourth quarter. That's when he started grabbing a lot of rebounds, started getting some putbacks, some dunks. So I gave him a 6. First half he was non-existent. He started picking up a couple of ticky-tack fouls, but the second half he really started coming on and started becoming a force. He also helped maintaining that lead with the second unit out there, and then Nate does what Nate does, take him out. So I give him a 6.
Talk to me, Mike. What'd you see with our Kongwu tonight, my guy?
I give Buffalo 7. I mean, I think he played well. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, it was had an impact on the game. Wasn't necessarily all game, but he had an impact on the game. I'm not too upset with Double O tonight.
All righty. Talk to me, Mr. Coach Gerald.
Man, I give him a 6. A little slow early, but I think in the second half, his presence on defense was damn near elite. And
Yeah.
I think for this game, I believe that he matches up way better with Adebayo than Clint does.
Mm-hmm.
Clint does not have the lateral movement to really run with Adebayo anywhere on the court,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I give him a 6.
Talk to me, analysts. What you got on Onyeka tonight?
A 2.
Yeah, I mean, I got.
Man, you ain't sounding too motivated tonight, man. What's up with that? You sounded like me the other night.
Listen,
You saw that Kevin Huerter play?
I can't. I can't be on here much longer than the player ratings, but I had to come on here for this. I'm sorry, not Herder. Big O gets a 5 tonight.
Hey, your boy looking for you, analyst. Oh,
Who's that?
Raj looking for you.
Hey. Listen, Big O gets a 5 tonight. I mean, I have just a really I hate when he picks up those fouls like that. He just does some of the stupidest stuff. It's clear that he can't play defense yet. He touches too much. He hits and he touches, and he had like two consecutive fouls. At one point, 2 consecutive shooting fouls at one point.
Yeah, oh Bam.
Yeah, and Bam is a tough cover, but at the same time, you got to keep your hands off. So you get a 5 tonight.
All righty. I don't know what to give him, man. Like, I don't care tonight. All right.
You missed Mike.
Oh, no, I didn't. Mike already went.
Yeah, I did.
What the hell? DeLon Wright. All right, DeLon Wright. Man. DeLon Wright, man. 21 minutes, 2 points.
I don't expect him to score, though.
I know, man. It just looked weird. It just looked weird because he has so many minutes, man. 21 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, 2 steals. Talk to me, Gerald, about Mr. DeLon Wright tonight.
Oh, God.
Damn, he stayed with 2 steals. I give him that.
Man, it's like defensively he was good, but he missed them. He had the Euro step where he was wide open for the layup.
and bricked it.
Barely hit the.
That's
And
DeLon,
then he missed another layup. I'm like,
Millionaires, baby, millionaires out there.
If
I'm
if
like
DeLon, never mind.
$1 million move, $2 shot. Damn, bro. But I give him a 6.
All right, talk to me, Mr. Juan, on DeLon Wright tonight.
6, man. Mainly because of the second half, man. Like his defense on Tyler, bro. Like he played the best defense on Tyler all night. He was up in his face. He was matching him move for move, got in his body. Had a couple steals on the inbound, which is what he do. You know what I mean? But offensively, like I've already come to accept every night that DeLon gonna give you between 0 and 3 points a night. Like it is what it is, man. Like I don't even look for him to score no
He
more.
said between 0.
Like I expect DeLon to just play great defense. He gonna be your defensive coordinator within the game. And so I look for him to do that. So I gave him a 6 because, like you said, yeah, he had $1 million move but a $2 shot, man. You can't a nice euro, get to the rim and just it rolls on the other side when you're right there.
Talk to me, Mr. Mike. DeLon Wright tonight, my guy.
DeLon, man, I'm gonna give DeLon a 7. Yeah, I'm gonna give DeLon a 7, man. He does that. I see what you call it shaking his head, man. But the thing about DeLon, you gotta understand a lot of stuff that y'all be asking for DeLon to do. You know, DeLon would be a starter basically if he did all those things on a consistent basis. Man. We probably wouldn't have him. I mean, he's a backup point guard. He's a career backup point guard. I mean, he could probably give you a start like 1 or 2 throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? And we saw that happen. We won a game, and he had a pretty good output in that showing. But I mean, DeLon, he giving you what at least I expect. Like DeMond said, he pretty much stay with 2 steals. Y'all acknowledge his defense. As long as he's doing that, man, yeah, I can't really go too much lower than that for DeLon from me at least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he's doing all the scoring and everything, that's when I'm like, man, a 10 from DeLon. You know, those nights though. But yeah, man, because that's what we need, man. Somebody hard nosed play defense on a consistent basis, and DeLon was that for us.
All righty, talk to me, and hey, man, where the hell is Lou Will at?
Oh, he's still out again.
He on personal reasons again.
Yeah, he was in Miami too. You know, he's gonna be out in Miami.
Wait, he in Miami?
He was on the cruise ship.
That's what
he was on the cruise ship with your shirt.
They say,
bro, this dude never around. Talk to me, analyst, about DeLon Wright, man.
Listen, I mean, I heard both Juan and you know, I heard you all's points, but we didn't win. You know, I thought that the defense was there, but you know, it's not really what I'm asking him to do. It's that I expect, at least as an NBA player making millions of dollars, for you to make simple shots. You got to make simple shots, and he didn't do that tonight. I mean, you know,
analyst lost for words? What?
He's just always, you know. Listen, I was crying for him to be gone by February 10th, but you know, he's still here. We lost again. And you know, I really don't like DeLon. You know, I'll give him a 4 tonight.
God.
At least he'll go to home.
Lord have mercy.
Unlike Huerter.
Let him know how you feel.
I know.
Well, we're gonna see how he really feel when we get to Kevin Huerter. See, he acting all depressed now. We're gonna see what he give Kevin Huerter. Probably 10. All right, analyst, since I got you up here, man, just talk to me about Bogey. 36 minutes, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 for 18 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 2 steals. Let me speak on Bogey real quick. I'm gonna give Bogey tonight, man. I'm gonna give him I want to give him an 8, bro, but we lost. But man, this dude, call me crazy. This dude is playing aggressive as hell out there on the offensive side of the ball, man. Like this dude be attacking the basket. He be doing everything. I'm gonna give him an 8, man. I like the aggressiveness I see from Bogey. He giving you that that number 2 that people like Lou like to say. He giving you a number 2 type stat line in a past 10 games, bro. The dude been giving us 25 points. You know what I'm saying? Almost averaging 25 in the last 10 games, man. Talk to me, analysts, about Bogey, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm matching you 8. I was gonna give him a 9 if we would have won, probably even a 10. But I just feel like tonight, Bogey, and here's the thing. When I see Bogey go for like an 8 for 18, I'm not totally mad because I know that he's a shooter. He takes a lot of shots, especially since he's the main one taking the shots in that second unit. So, I mean, Bogey, I like what I saw from Bogey tonight. Obviously, again, we didn't win, so obviously, he doesn't get too much credit, but an 8 is where I'll put Bogey at tonight.
All right. Talk to me, Gerald. Coach. Bogey, what you got him tonight?
I give Bogey a 7. I'd have gave him an 8 if we won. One of the second quarter where he got like stupid hot.
Oh yeah. He carried it.
Second quarter, and then third quarter he kind of fell off a tad bit, and then the fourth quarter he kind of heated right back up. I know he was 8 for 18, but what was he from the 3-point line?
3 for 8.
3 for 8. Yeah, that ain't terrible. And I think he hit all 3 of those in the third or fourth quarter.
Yeah, no, he hit 1 in the second quarter because as soon as he came in the game, he hit a 3.
Okay, gotcha. So it was 2. It was okay. He had hit 2 in a row in that one sequence. Okay,
3 for 8. That's like almost around 40%, I think.
Yeah, that ain't bad. I give him a 7 only because we lost.
That's good. Yeah. Talk to me there, Mr. Mike. What you got on Bogey tonight?
Bogey, I give Bogey what the heck, man. 9 almost sound too high, man. But I give Bogey a 9. Bogey playing ball, man. I'm just happy Bogey doing this thing, man. I don't know, Bogey been playing well for a while now. Every time he hit a shot, I just think about all the dumb comments previously when he was struggling. Talking about get rid of Bogey. Oh, he sucked. He don't do this. And I was like, bro, like Bogey gonna wind up going back off again. Like it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? And you'll forget that he was, struggling for a minute. He got to keep shooting. I think you remember the times we talked about that stuff, whatever. I'm like, what you want him to do? He got to shoot it. I mean, he's a shooter. They gonna start dropping. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Bogey did his thing, man. The only thing that sucked about the night that we, didn't pull out and get the W. But I think Bogey is primed and he ready. One of the players said, I'm not gonna be worried about come play in and then hopefully playoffs.
Talk to me, Juan. What you got on Bogey tonight, my guy?
Yeah, man. I got him an 8, man. He stabilized the second unit. Like, I think Bogey had a run where he had 14 straight points in the second quarter, man. Something like that. Like they just kept feeding him. He's a smart player too, man. Like that's one of the things that people don't talk about, his smartness, because he knows how to get into creases. He know how to put his body on people. He know how to find his spots on the floor, man. And I think he did a real good job of stabilizing the offense. We've gone now, Damon, analysts, over the last couple of weeks, man. And you can consistently say Bogey's been in between that 7 to 10 range as far as player rating every night because he's putting up 20 plus a game, man. So he gets an 8 from me. He would have got a 9, probably 10 if we would have won.
All righty now. Next player, and I'm starting with analysts on this one. I want to hear this one. Where Jay at? Jay, you in the chat? Cause here we go. Here we go, Jay. DeAndre Hunter. Do I need to read the stats?
No.
One more.
Zero.
Let me read it. I'll read them.
Okay.
DeAndre Hunter, 25 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 3 turnovers, 5 fouls. And this how you know plus minus is bullshit. He was a plus 16. That's how you know plus minus is full of shit. He was a plus 16. What you got on them, analysts? I already know what you're going to say. I already know what you're going to get. Go and say it.
What a disgrace.
Go and give him a 0. I know you give him a 0. Come on.
He's a 0 tonight. let me tell you, for you all to say, "Oh, he'll bounce back," Drake will be our number 2, Kawhi Leonard 2.0, Kawhi Leonard 2. Let me tell you, DeAndre Hunter, a national disgrace. He was
national.
he
That long one tonight, boy.
and international too, because we do have the Raptors in this league.
Analyst, you over there underage drinking or something? You on something tonight, bro? Analyst on something. He's a national disgrace. God dang.
I could not stand to see Bogey. I'm sorry, not Bogey. Hunter shoot the ball. It was sickening to see him release the ball every time tonight. He didn't even do what he usually does well. He should even been on the floor. He after these past 2 games, I would be considering taking him out the starting lineup.
Oh, that's harsh, bro.
He's just been a disgrace, and I'm just so disappointed in him. He has to get better, or he's not going to be worth $9 million this offseason.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Dre Hunter tonight for me, he get a 1. I'm gonna tell you what really pissed me off, bro. When he had that breakaway,
man,
and he lost the ball, and Tyler Hero walked him down and took the ball from him.
Sure did. Yep.
Like, what are you doing? Let me calm down because I'm about to get emotional. But I was like, what are we doing here, man? Like, this, you a professional. How did he look? Okay, I'm going to the next person, man. My bad. I'm finna get upset. I was so disappointed. I just knew he's finna take that, dunk it. Juan, talk to me about
he never
money,
does
man.
anything smart like that.
Dre get a 2 for me, man. I was calling out a New Pack City, man. Like at one point, I was like, sit him down because he was doing the dumb. He was getting the ticky tack fouls. He would like there was one play where Bam had a layup and he still fouled him. Like, you're not going to block the shot, bro. Just let him shoot the layup. Like, come on, man. He got 2 offensive fouls this game, man. Like, how? Because he's not a proper screener. Not a proper screener. And then on top of that, man, he kept missing bunnies. You can't let 6'1" Kyle Lowry body you and stop you from scoring a layup, bro.
Well, Kyle Lowry is a lot thicker than Dre.
Yeah, but he was already at the rim though, analyst.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I'm not defending him. It was a joke.
Bro, you got to make your layups. You're 6'8", and all his threes they were forced. If you look at his 3, they weren't natural. They wasn't natural 3-point shots, man. I know you're talking about the plus and minus. He did defensively. He's pretty good. He was switching out and whatnot, but offensively, when we really needed him. We couldn't buy anything from him.
Talk to me, Gerald. DeAndre Hunter, man, what you rating him tonight? Gerald gonna give you that coach's perspective, so you probably go, I'm gonna give him a 7 because from the coach's standpoint,
this man had more turnovers than points.
He sure did.
Yep.
He had a quadruple. He had a quadruple single.
Yep.
He got more letters in his last name than he had points tonight.
Yeah. And he did all that in 25 minutes too.
So national disgrace.
That look. He get a 0 from me. He was dumpster juice. Man was dumpster juice tonight. Matter of fact, no, he was sewage tonight. That man was awful, bro. Like, I don't even.
Virtual GM said it. He said the same thing. He said you should have took him out the game.
I said that too. I said it too, man.
The coach should make him wear some buddies on the court from now on. He ain't worthy of the shoes he put on to play in the game. But like the 0, I'm done.
But virtual GM, that's Nate's regular rotation.
Hey, you off the cruise, Gerald? You at home?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Oh, I'm about to say that's a banging cabin you in there.
Hey, he in the grand
like
suite.
You must really. I was like, Gerald putting that Amex to work for real.
No, I'm at the I'm in the living room.
Okay. Talk to me, Mike, on DeAndre Hunter, my guy.
DeAndre get what? 3? Yeah, I give him 3. Ain't too much more to add to DeAndre, man. He been in a slump. I just hope he get out of this before Tuesday? First game
He had
Tuesday.
two. He had two. Yeah.
You say what?
He had 2 points. Yeah.
He
Not
had
three.
Hey, question.
With two.
Hey, real quick. Question, real
No, I'm
quick,
saying I
y'all.
was giving him a 3, not necessarily a
You
point per
giving him a
point.
3? He damn sure ain't earned that 3.
Hey, real quick question, y'all. Give me a response in 10 seconds or less. Say Hunter has another bad game like this, right? When the playing start, would you take him out the starting lineup? Yes or no? I'll start with Mike.
No.
Start with
No,
Mike.
no.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just asking. Analyst, yes or
I'm
no?
laughing at them.
Yeah, I would. I can't continue to go with what's not working. He's not working.
I don't know. I don't even know why I asked
so,
analyst because he done traded everybody on the team already.
He's-
Gerald, do you start Hunter? Yes or no?
Do I start? I still start him because I
Okay.
gotta have some kind of defense on the court. Start the game off.
Juan,
Yeah.
you start him? Yes or no?
Just hit people while they're going up for a
Give
layup.
you another game like this, the end of season. Do you start him in the play-in game?
Yes, I start him, and if I'm Nate as a coach, I'm going to draw up plays to get him close to the basket. But I forgot who I coach, so that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you know that ain't happening. We run action. That's what Nate said. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means.
He run that cool, calm, collected
Okay, this guy right here.
Who the hell said Knox and Jalen?
Hey, this is gonna be a weird one. You got Clint Capela. He gave you 27 minutes, 17 points, 14 rebounds. He got that double-double everybody be speaking about. 8 for 11 from the field. 1 for 3 from free throw line. And that's it. He was plus minus was 0.
Jeez.
Analyst, talk to me. Clint Capela, what you rate him tonight?
Yeah, I like Clint tonight. He finally got what I wanted him to get. We didn't win, so not too much credit. But I'll give him an 8 tonight.
All righty. Coach Gerald, talk to me. Clint Capela.
I'm gonna tell you this. I gotta go from a coaching perspective on this one.
Oh Lord.
He get a 4 from me.
What?
He get a 4. But I can't. In the fourth quarter, he seemed like a bitch to me.
Okay.
He seemed like a what?
Seemed like a bitch to me.
Hey,
Like-
I saw what you said, Joe, in the jacuzzi.
But the Hawks make Christians up here use profanity.
He
Yeah, hey.
if I can't playoff basketball, all y'all know. I'm gonna go back to that dunk that Adebayo got where Clinton backed up.
That dunk is
man.
really eating at you there, right there, Gerald.
Yeah, man, because
Plays like that showed me that you ain't I got my dogs on my team. My biggest dogs can't be 6'1".
True.
Well, whoever's on the court, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, as a coach, I gotta be able to trust you. Like in playoff basketball, Bam got to go to the free throw line. He got to go to the free throw line, especially if that dunk gonna tie the game.
So you say he should give him a hard ass foul right there?
Yes, he should touch them up.
But none of our players do that because we're a bunch of soft guys.
Well, and the fourth, and he gets away with a lot of criticism because he evades a lot of criticism because the rebound, which is valuable because he's the only one that's consistent with that. But he just got some soft tendencies to him on the court that
That's because he's a European, man.
Bro.
He talks
Switzerland.
He
from the neutral country, man.
See, I ain't want to say nothing about him being Swiss cheese. But we got viewers from all over. We got international viewers on this show, thanks to Damon. So I ain't want to make nobody feel no type of way. But
ain't nobody over there watching this shit.
Okay.
I'll probably say a lot of
if we were the Lakers or the Warriors, ain't nobody in Europe watching by the Hawks.
Well, that man was Swiss cheese. He get a 4 from me, bro. That shit in the fourth quarter, he missed a damn lob.
Yeah, he did.
And then you hear every time he fuck up, you hear him when he mess up. He be like, oh. Like he got to go blow the bathroom up or something.
I told you, man. Hey, we need to upgrade the center position, man. But every time I, when I was saying at the beginning of the season, everybody was telling me we don't need those center. We got a Conwoo.
Bro, I just can't stand like softness out of my enforcer positions on the court.
Yeah.
Bro, we don't have no enforcers.
Well, yeah, I want to say. I mean,
you know, we're the only team that helped the other team up off the floor.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's why Jared really don't like Collins, because Collins be tapping everybody on. Collins be tapping everybody on the butt.
Hey, talk to me, Juan. Talk to me about Clint Capela, Juan.
Hey, Capela, he was balling in the first half, man, but I'm gonna give him a 5, man. He was non-existent in the second half. Non-existent, man. Did he have any block shots tonight too?
No blocks.
Dude, it's like the third game I think it is with Clint ain't getting no blocks no more, man. Like he was top 5. He was top 5 last year in block shots, man. Like he don't even block shots no more, man. Like no one's scared of him at the rim this year at all, man.
You could legit say last year.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
5 top 7 big last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like dudes will contest Capela this year, man, because they know he's not gonna block their shots. So he had no block shots. He had a 5. He missed that dunk. He missed that dunk because he patted himself on the chest when he went back down the court, knowing Trey hit him right in the hands. Yeah, man, he had a 5 from me.
Talk to me, Mr. Mike.
I give Clint. I give him a 6. I mean, Clint pretty much did what I expect from Clint. I mean, even with the missed lob or whatever late, did what I expect from Clint, man. I was happy to see the rebounds. Got double-digit points. It was a good stretch of the season when Clint wasn't getting double-digit rebounds. He wasn't getting double-digit points.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing none of that stuff. So, I mean, I can live with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too down on Clint. I know that sounds crazy, but I guess I've already been down on Clint at times during the season. So it's like my ceiling for him or my expectations is very high. So, I mean, 14 rebounds, you know what I'm saying, 17 points. That's a decent game. You know what I'm saying? If we won the game, I'd probably be a lot higher on Clint's performance tonight. But yeah, unfortunately, he got that one play that sticks out. You know what I'm saying? Him not rotating over. I feel like at that moment, though, he probably was like, what the hell in his head, though? Because
that man started backpedaling him, bro.
Well, what's you about to say? He pushed him, didn't he?
Yeah,
you say what?
Say that again.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Juan.
Yeah, Lowry passed the ball off, and then Lowry would put his body into him and push them off, and then that's when Bam came around him and dunked. And I'm surprised the ref was standing right. The ref was standing right there and didn't say anything.
But just stay on that aspect there, though. When I was comparing the point guard championship, like people be getting mad at Lowry. I remember when Lowry started in that All-Star game over Trey. I was like the lone Hawks fan saying, "Yeah, Trey's supposed to be benched. Lowry gonna play the game. He gonna play D. Like Lowry take charges." He do slick stuff like that, man. I was watching the highlight of Gary Payton the other night. Gary Payton did a pass to somebody, he stood and he blocked the person off. But still, though, he did that. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all so much on talking about, Clinton didn't get over. I mean, Kyle Lowry kind of made sure, too, that he wasn't going to be in position for it while he's passing the ball off to after making a good play from the perimeter. Well, they'll throw that out there as well, though. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to point that out, though, because like I said, and also, too, I remember seeing later in the game towards the end, Dedmon was on the sideline. In the sideline, Kyle Lowry's at the end. Kyle Lowry like this, and Dedmon looking at him, he going like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, bro, that was a good sleek play that you made down there. It was like, and, that's some veteran type stuff or whatnot, man. It's just all that type stuff, man. Trey will get there, man. He'll get there.
They got plenty of veterans.
I'm changing my player rating. Click at a 5 tonight. I take into account everything that you all have said, and I was trying to look at the positive because I'm always hard on Clint. But no,
I'm giving Clint a 6, man. I mean, everything, all the negative stuff we say about Clint, missing lobs. I mean, to me now that's just standard data. So it's like nothing new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he do it so much that in the missing the bunnies or the putbacks, like he do it
That's
so much
it.
to me now. Like I don't even gig him on it because I just expect him to miss it now. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I mean, I can't knock 17 and 14 though. You know what I'm saying? So I give him a 6, man. He played all right, you know, but it is what it is. Y'all already know.
We didn't win.
I mean, you already know I'm ready to upgrade the center position. I've been saying it all year, but
Exactly.
hey.
Said Walter Tavares.
All right. Next up, we'll start with Mike. Mike, we got Gallo. Ooh, he was real quiet tonight, man. 29 minutes, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 for 9 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, 1 turnover. He was a minus 18 on the plus minus. Talk to me, Mike, about Gallo tonight.
Damn, man. I can't show my boy no love. Dang.
Well, we did discover that the plus minus was not reliable tonight.
I mean, yeah, I
I'm gonna make sure I post that in NPC for Chauncey to see too.
I mean, that mean he didn't play good on defense. Basically, DeAndre was a 0 because he, I guess, did some decent defense at times or something like that, man. But
oh no,
Gallo,
Hunter was a plus 16.
Oh, you a plus 16? I thought
Capela
he was a 0.
No, Hunter was plus 16. Capela was.
Yeah, I was gonna say 0.
Isn't that crazy how Hunter's a plus 16?
Oh, that's wild. But yeah, Gallo, dang, man. Like I said, dang, man, Gallo, my boy, man. Like, I argue for Gallo all the time, man. He got to get like a 2 or 3 or something, man. That was a horrible lineup. Dang, I didn't even know he even shot that bad watching the game. You sat there and read it out to me. But, yeah, Gallo man, he probably get a 2 tonight, man. Gallo didn't help tonight, man. Didn't help tonight.
Gerald, talk to me about Gallo, man. What you got for Gallo?
You give him a 3.
Yeah, that's what
the thing with Gallo is he's one of them I don't give a fuck guys that you need in the playoffs. But if he not doing anything offensively, coach can't have him in the game in the fourth quarter. Yep. I mean, late in the fourth quarter in that closing lineup. But I guess he was in a quandary because Hunter was so bad. Well, he was worse. So it was almost like flip a coin. You get a 4 for me.
But I feel like you can always get Gallo going, man. My bad. If you just get him in the post one time.
I do agree with that, but with us running that action, that's
what the coach called it, man. The coach say
I know,
action,
man. He being slick. He said action. He ain't gonna throw that. You know what, guard, though, man. That's what I'm saying. Our point guard got to be a G sometime. Like, hey, Gallo, like you the highest post player we got on the team. We finna get you a mismatch. We ain't finna worry about me getting the mismatch. Like we get you the mismatch, and you go to work one time.
That's kind of like how Kobe used to tell Shaq to get your ass on the block.
Well, that's why I was about to go with that. What Mike just said, I was about to go there. I didn't really see Gallo with that many mismatches tonight because he only go. Correct me if I'm wrong. He only go in the post when he has a mismatch. He doesn't go in the post when he has a dude the same height as him. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really see any mismatches for him tonight. I don't know if you want to credit that to Miami or is that Bad Hawks offense?
No, all the closing lineup for the lineups that they played Miami, most of everybody, they wasn't necessarily as big as Gallo, but they were long enough to maybe bother his shot. Like Strus, Caleb Martin, who's the other guy?
Yeah, because when Gallo go in the post, he don't go in the post. When he go in the post, he rarely goes to the basket with the post. He usually do a turnaround jumper, fadeaway. Or something.
But Miami got some of them long rangey, thick players that that can kind of deter him from even wanting to go into the post.
I'm gonna tell you why he didn't go in the post, because Miami had a help defender every time he got the ball in bounds, man. So when Trey tried to pass into him, they would sag off of Trey or sag off Huerter, and they would bring the help defender. They formed a little wall around him. So when he did get in the post, he had, he got it late in the post, and then he had to make a quick decision to make the shot. He only made like 2 shots from the post all night long. He hit 1 3-pointer. That's why he didn't get the ball all night in the post. It wasn't because he didn't have a mismatch. He had a mismatch on everybody. He's 6'10". Nobody out there on the court is taller than him.
Thank you, Juan.
He's
Thank you.
6'10".
You be seeing
He's
the extra
6'10".
stuff. My boy ain't
You
scared of
know,
nobody in the post. There you go. My
yeah,
bad.
he's 16, but they bought a help defender every time because Miami's really smart, man. They game plan. They know what's going to happen. If Clint Capela had 1-on-1 all night, he would have ate him up all night long.
So since I got you up here, Juan, what's your
I
rating on what's your rating
I
tonight?
give him a 3 because he was slow tonight, and I told y'all after playing 40 minutes 2 nights ago, it's going to affect him tonight, man. You know what I mean? So I didn't like that, and it affected him tonight. He didn't have good movement. They was going at him on defense. His shot was off tonight, but we should have got him more possessions down in the post. But that's on Nate again. Not understanding, not strategizing, not sending baseline picks to get him deep in the post because he's 245. I don't get it, man. A lot of this boils down to coaching.
Okay, yeah, and don't forget, we got coaching rating coming up too, man.
Spoelstra is a championship coach, though. So.
Yeah, talk to me, analyst, about Gallo.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what y'all said. I didn't really feel like Gallo got going tonight. And then for him to have to take that shot at the end, I really, obviously I'm always comfortable when I see Gallo take a 3, but it's like, he went in a rhythm. It's different when Gallo's in a rhythm. It's like, okay, that's going in, but it's like, he went in a rhythm tonight. So again, like Juan said, I do put a lot of that on Coach Nate. Just so disappointed in the way he's managing these minutes. Total disgrace. But I'll give Gallo 3 tonight.
A total disgrace.
Okay.
God, Adam, you
Can
on
I
something
add something real quick?
It's a reason why you came late to the show, man. You over there underage drinking, bro.
Can I add something real quick?
Go ahead, Gerald.
Who was that mentioned the help defender on Gallo in the post?
Juan.
That me.
So that was a real good point. And going into this play-in, I think that's where we gonna miss John Collins the most. Because if John Collins in that game, you can't put that. Not saying John is like the most aggressive guy, but
he's soft.
You have to put him. You can't put that help defender there if John is also there on the other side and on that post as well.
If we playing Gallo at center, then right?
Yeah,
I guess that's the type of lineup we got.
Gotta be. I don't see why else John and Gallo
Gallo
would be on the court.
But it probably would have helped tonight. DeAndre hit his shot.
Yeah, I would have said DeAndre and Collins probably would have played a lot tonight, man.
Hey.
Yeah, DeAndre, that kind of screwed us all over.
That sucked.
All righty. Since I got you up here, analyst, we on your boy tonight. Kevin Huerter, 30 minutes, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 for 11 from the field,
rebounds?
1 for 4 from 3, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, 3 steals, 1 turnover. He was a minus 10.
Kevin would have had a 10. My bad.
He was a minus 10 tonight on the plus minus. What's your rating on Kevin Huerter tonight, analyst?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't win. I would have really wanted to, sit up here and feel happy for Huerter. I thought that we didn't go to him enough down the stretch.
Nope.
Who fault is that?
It's a combination.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a mixture of Trey.
That's his fault.
You got a mixture of
Kevin himself.
That's Kevin.
No, no, because Anna's looking away to throw Nate on this one. That's why.
I was just gonna say.
Kevin.
I was just gonna say. I mean, you got the big.
Say Nate
with his hands folded, but I mean, hey, I mean, I'll give Huerter a 9 tonight. We didn't win, so no 10.
A what?
9.
Oh
yeah.
God, dog.
Your eyes red or something? You on something tonight? Talk to me, Gerald. I know he ain't getting no damn 9 tonight.
Bro, I think Anna. Come on, you sure you got all your keys to your house, to your garage? Hey, Anna's been in your garage.
hey,
Analyst been in my garage, huh? I tell you what, analyst on Mars, huh?
Right, but
I have no out of body experience unless I'm going to go see Jesus.
So,
hey, that weed that had you there.
I think that I give Kevin like a 6. I give him a 6.
I mean, more reasonable.
Yeah, I give him a 6. My thing with Kevin is he got to be more. He got to be more like Bogey mindset wise, even when Trey on the floor. He got to. Otherwise, we're gonna be too easy to defend come playoff time. There was too many. There were too many like times in the game where he was either wide open or open enough to shoot, or the defender overcommitted. He had an easy drive and kick or something like that.
Every time.
And
He
he
do it all
just
the
bro.
time, bro. He do it all the time.
like his triple threat position looks like immaculate. Then he just passes the ball. Like, what's the
Yep.
point of getting in triple threat position if you ain't gonna utilize to your advantage?
He don't like
He
contact,
do
Gerald.
it all the time, bro.
Like,
Usually he'll stop at the at least he getting a little deeper now. Usually he used to stop
mm-hmm.
at the 3-point line or at the bottom of the part of the key, jump up in the air and pass it. He used to do that all the time, man.
Yeah, he getting on my nerves with that. But
And
in
ain't
a
Herter
sense,
6'8", ain't he? 6'8".
Yes,
6'7" or
man.
6'8". But
Yes,
after seeing
man.
that, I think we kind of indirectly making a case why Trey ain't passing the damn ball.
Because all they gonna do is pass the ball to him.
They gonna pass the shit back to him.
They just pass the ball back to him, man. What you got? What you got? You said a 6.
Hey, I said a 6.
What you got, Mr. Juan?
Yeah, man. He get a 7 for me because first half he was like you said, man. He was trash. First half he was trash than anything. And I was calling him out of New Pack City. I was like, man, if we don't get nothing from Hurd and Hunter, we might as well get a game up. In the third quarter, he had 9 straight points. I was like, all right, Hurd and found something. He had a backdoor layup. He had a 3-pointer. He had a 2-pointer. I was like, okay, now he's comfortable and he's in the flow of the game. And then you said 3 steals. Like, I didn't know he had 3 steals. I did see the rebounding. He did get rebounds tonight. 15, 7, and 3 is not too bad of a stat line. And only shot 11 times, right? Yeah, he only shot 11 times. He got to get more than that, man. Trey shoots 20, 25 a game. Herder needs at least 13 to 18 shots a game, man. Bogey and Trey shoot at least 18 to 25 shots a game.
Speaking of that, Juan, he was actually 6'4", 11, so he's actually over
saying.
50% from the field.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I don't like he didn't shoot a lot in the first half. He didn't make a lot, but again, it's just what you said, Gerald said, the deferring the trade, man. Like Herter has game. He can school you from the triple threat, but he don't like contact, and he gonna defer the trade. It's like, I gotta get Trey the ball because if I don't, I'm gonna get benched. And you know what I mean? And it's just mind boggling. He gets a 7 for me.
Yeah, and I told somebody this, man. You put Herter on a different team, I bet you get a whole bunch of better results with Kevin Herter.
That boy damn near all-star.
I bet you if you put him on another team, like if you put him on something like
put him on the Kings.
Let him shoot.
Kings, OKC, the Magic, I guarantee you he averaged 20 points a night, man. I guarantee
you because he'll be able to cook, man. He'll be able to get up 20 shots a night.
I told somebody, man, and tell me if I'm crazy. I said Kevin Herter reminds me, and I think I said this after he had that Game 7 performance. He remind me of like Gordon Hayward 2.0 when Hayward was in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Minus the beard. He need to grow a beard.
Yeah, I got one more thing before you add yours, Demond. Did y'all see the nasty step back he had on Duncan Robinson and made him fall and splashed it and walked down and stepped over him? I'm like, come on, Kevin has that in his bag, man. He has that in his bag. That's why I be mad, bro.
And don't want it. I don't know why he's scared to use it, man. I don't know why he's scared, man. Let's move on to Trey. 36 minutes. We'll start with you, Juan, since I got you up here, my guy. 36 minutes, 35 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 12 for 23 from the field, 3 for 11 from 3, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Ooh, 7 turnovers tonight, minus 12. Talk to me, Juan, about our superstar Trey Young.
On paper, the numbers look outstanding. And again, we already spoke to this, man. The dude is gunning for an all NBA position so he can get that extra $40 million. Like, we know this. That was it. Some of the shots he shot at the end was inexcusable, given that we were tied up by 2 points. We know what he's gunning for. He's gunning for that bad, you know. And in the process, it's taking a toll on the team. I know you're probably going to after we do the last coaching rating. The last player rating. he gets a 7 for me because although his numbers were outstanding across the board individually, 3 for 11, 7 turnovers, and some of the turnovers are bad too, man. They were bad turnovers, you know what I mean. And I can't let that ride because he was cooking. He did score 17 points in the second quarter on his own, and had 23 at the end of the half. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to not look past that. You know, we was up 61-56 at halftime, but second half he just wasn't that good as far as handling the ball and some decision making he was making.
Talk to me, analyst, about Trey Young, our superstar tonight.
Yeah, I mean, 7 turnovers stand out to me. But I did notice it was kind of funny. Every time we turn the ball over, Miami turned the ball right back to us. But the 7 turnovers stand out for me. The points were great. Obviously they put an impact on the score. But the fact that we didn't win, and also his 7 turnovers. We were just talking about him being a little ball dominant. Um, you know, I'll match his turnovers now. I'll give him a 7.
Talk to me, Coach Gerald. What you got on Mr. Trey Young tonight?
Trey get a 6 from me. Points look good. He had 7 turnovers, but in actuality, he really had 9. Because them 2 dumbass shots that he shot up in golden time, that might as well be a turnover. You might as well pass the other team the ball.
Pretty much.
You might as well. So in my eyes, he really had 9 turnovers. Did he have 10 assists?
No, he had 8.
Okay. So when he doesn't get to that 10 assist, when he don't get at least 10 assists, it's gonna be hard for us to win. And that's a good determinant on if we win a game or not. If he don't get them 10, I don't care how many points he scores or doesn't score, if he don't get at least 10 assists,
we're in trouble.
We in trouble.
Well, hell, with the turnovers, that pretty much canceled out his assists.
Exactly. So his net. I always like his net rating or whatever. His net assist is 1. In my eyes, he in the negative.
Oh, that's right. The 2 shots.
The 2 dumb shots was pretty much turnovers to me. So to me, he -1. So that's not. You can't have 0 assists.
Hey man, he was careless with the ball tonight, man. I mean, I'm giving Trey a 7. Those turnovers, man. Like you can't have 7 turnovers by yourself, man. Like that's crazy.
I think he's seen somebody from King of Diamonds in the stands and trying to show out. I think his wife had texted him at halftime said,
"Hey, something happened, bro."
He said, "Hey, Diamond here."
Hey, Diamond say she see you, man.
We supposed to go see her later on. She said, "Put on the show."
And we got our guy, man. Welcome our guy back, Atlanta, the virtual GM right here.
GM?
What's good, my guy?
Man, good? I'm tired, guys. I'm tired.
Give me a quick summary of what you think of the game, and give me your player rating for Trey Young.
A quick summary is consistency that we have seen the whole year, and the coach is just not proving it. I mean, I'm waiting for him to show me that he can coach, but he's doing the same thing over and over and over. Trey, he's still young, man. I know I'm tough on him here and there, but I give him a 6. You know it's a growth thing, man. And you want to coach those. He needs somebody to coach him. He needs somebody to develop like Hunter. I hear people talking about Hunter. They need to get developed. They need to get developed, man. When you have those people still forgetting they're still young, basically, And so, yeah, man, this is not the right coach, man. I can't sugarcoat it no more. I'm done. I'm done
Okay,
with
hold
Nate.
up. Save that
Oh
thought.
yeah, I got my fault.
Say that thought, because this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the coach Nate ratings. Then right after we do those ratings, we'll go straight into what everybody thinks about Coach Nate. Okay, so we'll start with you, GM, since I already got you up here. Coach Nate, 1 through 10, how you rate him and his staff
I don't
tonight?
want to make Gerald. I want to make Gerald happy because I was being biased on one of my ratings. I like what he did with the starting lineup. With the injuries. So it's his management. So I mean, I got to give him I'm being honest right now. 3. I mean, and that's pushing it. That's push. I want to give him less than that, but
Don't worry, because don't worry.
game situations, man. Game
And
situations.
analysts gonna probably rate him lower for you. You ain't got to worry
Yeah,
about that.
do it for me, analyst.
What you got on Nate tonight? Oh, don't worry, Linda hooked you up.
hey, she.
If y'all didn't know, Linda owned the Fire Nate train. If y'all didn't know that.
Hey, Linda. See, this is why I don't know how Linda gets my player.
I'm waiting for Linda to
my
come on
coach
the
rating.
show. I'm waiting for
Linda should
Linda to
come
on the
on.
show.
See,
so we can hear her take on Nate.
Linda sounds like an intelligent person. Listen, Nate
She
gets
aight.
Nate gets a 2. And let me tell you, the decisions, and like GM said, the consistency is not there. Well, the consistency is not there. His decisions are highly questionable at times. Now, I'm not. Listen, I don't blame him for everything that the players do, but in my mind, you're still the coach. You still hold some responsibility for what goes on out there on the court. You may not be out there missing shots and turning the ball over, but you're still responsible for what goes on the court. And so, listen, to keep it real short right here, before we get into that open discussion, I agree with GM. I don't think Nate's the guy for the job.
Talk to me, Coach Gerald. What you rating Nate tonight?
I gotta give him a 4.
Okay.
And it's not really this game was mainly, in my opinion, the main thing with Nate is he took Okongwu out the game in the 4th quarter. And he had the biggest presence in the paint, in my opinion, in the second half. The Trey stuff, the dumb shots, the double team, and all, that was all on the player. That was all on them. But I guess I still would have had DeAndre Hunter in the closing lineup, even though he was super terrible. Because I mean, when you playing against the number 1 team in the East, you gotta get stops. And even though we didn't really shoot the ball well in the last 5 minutes, I think we only scored 6 points. You got to get stops.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to open conversation. The topic tonight, for the next 25 minutes, is gonna be: is Coach Nate the coach for this team? Let me go over some stuff with Nate. Last year when he took over, 27-11. Got us to the Eastern Conference Finals. Started off this year kind of slow. You could put the blame on some of everybody on that first half of the season. Second half of the season, I think since January, I think we are like 22-13, something to that effect. He has with us, he's over 500 coaching the Hawks. So he doesn't have a losing record. So I'll start with virtual GM. Is Nate the coach for this team? Why and why not? And if he's not, who would you hire to coach this team as a general manager?
Boy. Okay. I'm for real when I say this. I'm gonna give you guys what the reasons why I'm saying it. Nate was what we needed last year. He was what I'm saying. It was an emotional type of situation. You know, like when you hire a coach and the players don't like what's going on, they all rallied. It was enthusiasm. But then, you know, after all that, so, you know, after the marriages, you know, after you marry your wife, you know, that honeymoon, now the reality is setting in. And what I'm seeing Nate. He's not a, somebody said it. He doesn't develop talent. I mean, young talent will. I mean, maybe he does a little bit, but I'm not seeing it. Also, his situation. I mean, when you coach, I heard you say it, Damon. Like when you're a coach, your situation coaching is that's why they're hiring you. You see what I'm saying? That's why
it's key.
Yeah. I mean, like you have to know what's happening. Your job is you're looking and you're managing and you're trying to see, oh, you know what? You know, Abaya, you know, the guy over there for the other team, he's going off. You know, a Congo, Big O is in the game. Keep him in the game. He's doing a great job checking him. You know, just like Milwaukee. For some reason, he did it last year. Milwaukee, we couldn't handle the big guy. He started making, you know, so that's what I'm saying. I was fooled. I don't know what's going on this year. I don't know if people are figuring out. You know, maybe they're figuring out how to, you know, what to do against Trey and, you know, and he's not making the adjustments. And I just feel like somebody else. You ask who I would get.
Yeah, so who would be a replacement for Coach Nate?
I'm looking at defense and I'm looking at offensive teams too. I'll go two places. I don't know the coaches, but I know the staff could possibly have some coaches that we would probably look at. Golden State is one. You look at that team, you know, they kind of look similar a little bit, but they have a little bit more depth, but their defense is nice. And the Boston Celtics, I would look at somebody. I like what that guy's doing. I mean, it's a different swing.
Brad Stevens.
So you looking
at
yeah, Brad Stevenson he don't coach no more. He's
Brad, is that right?
They got a black coach.
He's playing NBA.
His name's Ime
Udoka. Ime Udoka,
Yeah.
Yeah, he married. I think he married. What's her name? The actress. But anyway, Neil Long or something like that.
Brad Stevens like he married his mom.
He look like he married his sister.
But yeah, somebody like that, man, like, you know, who can bring that defensive punch, also can develop the talent.
So are you looking for a culture change within the organization, or you looking for somebody who can develop players? I mean, because we had somebody who developed players, which was Lloyd Pierce, but you saw that didn't develop into nothing.
I like the Detroit Pistons coach. What's his name?
Dwayne Casey.
Casey.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like somebody like that. You see what I'm saying?
More than Nate.
He just has those guys playing a different type of basketball.
What has he won?
Right.
Well, when he was in Toronto, I mean,
what has he won? What name he stuff?
I'm looking at
Coach of the Year
and got fired the same year.
I'm looking at what we can get though.
But there's not a lot of coaches out there who's won anything. And yeah.
Okay, talk to me, Gerald.
Somebody said Mark Jackson.
So let me ask you.
Mark Jackson blackball, bro. He ain't coming.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at who we can get. But yeah, Gerald, I'm sorry.
I don't even think he wants.
So this is my question to all of you guys before I answer mine. When you say, if we say no and we say our replacement, what is our goal? Like Virtual GM,
my goal is a championship. Like,
yeah,
but that's my only goal. I don't have no other goal.
So
but he's talking about more specifically. I'm okay. I get
that's what I'm talking about. What is your end goal? If you select a new coach, what is your ultimate expectation of that coach? Is it a championship?
For me, yeah. If
I'm
talking about
GM.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
Yeah.
So the coach ain't the issue if that's your goal. We don't have good enough players. That's why put it like this.
I would like to see them coach this team, and then I can make that.
I got you. I see what you're saying. Before
I'm saying I would like to see what they can do with the same team he had, or at least at DeMond's right, but all y'all right. We do need one big man. I mean, at least one.
So my answer, I don't think we need a new coach. I think we need a better roster. I'm gonna tell you why. What was Frank Vogel before he got Paul George in Indiana?
He was just a
regular coach.
Coach.
Yeah, what was Frank Vogel before he inherited Anthony Davis and LeBron?
A damn good coach.
So yeah, because of what he was,
what he did in Indy. Don't forget.
But look at your team.
Even before Paul George, you forgot he had Danny Granger too. So and they was the ones taking the Heat to them them epic playoff series and conference finals, and they almost beat them one time.
But Jared, look at your team though. Your Paul George. Paul George. We got potentials.
No,
you gotta bring.
Okay, watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this, guy. Watch this. Yes or no? This is a yes or no question. I'll start with Gerald. Not counting the coach. Is this roster a championship roster? Yes or no?
Negative.
GM, is this roster a championship roster? Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Say it again, Damon.
I said, is this roster?
No, I didn't hear it.
Is this roster a championship roster? Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. They said the same thing. They said the same thing about Milwaukee. Remember when the Bucks had those, the players who we see now. I remember like, oh man, they look good, man. These young guys, man. In about 2 or 3 more years, they're gonna be the team, a team to watch out for.
But you know what though?
What did they do? They got a coach.
They got players too now. They added Brook Lopez. You talking about 2 or 3 years ago, right? 2 or 3 years. Watch this. 2 or 3 years ago, Giannis wasn't an MVP talent 2 or 3 years ago. When now he's way up here now. They didn't have Brook Lopez. Middleton was coming into himself.
Yeah, he was.
They didn't have Jrue Holiday. So the roster 2 or 3 years ago wasn't a championship roster. They added players.
And they made a few
But
changes.
I'm asking you right now, you look at our roster right now, is this a championship roster? Looking at the players.
No, but it's not. But it's not a play-in.
Well,
they should talk to the players about that. They should definitely be 5 or 4.
But you know what, you know what, GM? This is what I'm gonna say about that. I blame the players for that, and you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Watch this, GM. I can name you at least 5 games we should have won against teams that was way below 500. We should have beat the Spurs at home. Okay. We lost twice to the Pistons, who's garbage. Okay. That's 3 wins. Okay. Let me think of the other bum teams we lost to.
But the Pistons have more talent than us.
What's the Pistons record?
About 21.
I mean, the Pistons and also beat 50? Philadelphia. And
what about the Spurs? The Spurs 20 games out of 500. Why did they blow us out?
This is what I see because of what I see from them teams. It is,
and
they're progressing. Yeah, they're losing, but they're progressing. What I see from us, we're doing this.
GM, watch this. GM, watch this.
GM, progress.
When you line up, when you write our teams down on paper, when you see the Hawks versus Pistons, you don't see, as a Hawks fan, you don't be like, oh, we should win this game on paper.
I
Analyst, I know you better not say that because you had us winning.
Go ahead.
That's because it's probably I make a mistake quite often because, to be quite honest with you, I most of the time I do look at the record of like.
But that's what I'm saying on paper. When I say on paper, so when I'm looking at the Hawks, and we 35-35, and we playing a Piston team, and I look at them and they 21-40. You not thinking we should win that game? What about the Pelicans game? What about the Pelicans? They under 500.
Well,
I look at
see what y'all doing. See what
real fast.
Go ahead.
You know why I expect us to lose to the Pistons?
Why?
Because their defense preparation is awesome. Their guard.
Their preparation so awesome, why they 20 games under 500?
Right.
Because they're young. They're young. It doesn't happen like that.
GM.
Golden State Warriors. It didn't happen that fast.
Yes, it did.
No.
That was about a 3-year.
Once they got Steph, Draymond, and Clay, it took them what? It took them how long till they was a 500 ball club?
We don't have those guys.
They was 500.
We don't have a.
No, they wasn't 500 when they had Monte Ellis. Remember they had Monte Ellis.
Yeah.
And then they drafted Curry at 7.
No, I'm talking about when they had all three, Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah, it was a little later.
Well, yeah. So when they got those 3, right? How long after they got them 3 till they was above 500?
I would say about 3 years.
They was under 500 when they got Clay. That's why he was number 11, because they was terrible. They was a lottery team. Then they got Draymond in the second round.
But see how does that? That's what I'm looking at. How does that happen though?
How does it happen?
And here's
they're kind of like where we're at right now. It kind of reminds me.
Let's keep it. Let's
an enforcer.
Fellas, let's keep it a buck. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I love my Hawks. That run. Oh, I didn't even see Juan. My bad, Juan. Let me bring Juan on. That run to the conference finals. They had, bro. They had us thinking we was better than what we are. Let's keep it a buck now. Let's keep it a buck. Because even the run to the conference finals, we was a 5th seed and we was under 500 at the All-Star break. It ain't like we was dominating.
Let me interject on that.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Let me interject on that real quick. I think it was emotional last season, but you also saw us closer to our ceiling the way we played in the playoffs. Now,
this year, Gerald.
No, let me. I'm about
every
to get
game counts.
I agree with Gerald.
Got you. That does count. Now, this season, I don't know what this is.
It's the same team, bro.
No, I know that, but the mindset is it ain't this. It ain't. Maybe they thought the rest of the league was sweet.
Let me ask my boy Juan. Juan, did this team last year run to the conference finals? Did we overachieve last year?
Before I hit that point, I'm gonna hit the first point you asked about the coaching change.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is why I feel I don't think we need to necessarily change out Nate. We need to build up his coaching staff a lot stronger, because I feel a lot of the mistakes that come up out in the game, Nate don't have the coaching staff to bring his ear like, look, Nate, hey, so and so got 4 fouls. Hey, they doing this on backside action. Hey, they singling out Gallo on this.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. Juan. He got his son out there. His son on the staff. Why his son ain't telling him? Did we already discuss this already? We discussed this already. Remember we were saying, you was up here, Juan. Remember we were saying, what Nate's son gonna tell him? Hey, Dad, you got to do this. And what they gonna say? Get out my face. Go sit down.
Yeah, and so I understand that. I understand that. I understand we need a better coaching staff, because even though Lloyd Pierce was losing and we were losing bad, it was called for his firing. He was developing the players. He was a players coach, but he also had Nate there. But we knew Travis hired Nate to ultimately be the successor of Lloyd Pierce. Lloyd Pierce wasn't gonna last year, regardless if we made it to the playoffs or not. We all know this. We all know this. The second thing is, I don't think a lot of fans take in consideration that the the most of our core did not have an off season this year. Kevin Herter had an ankle procedure. Clint Capella had
Foot.
I think he had a foot procedure. Uh, what's his name? Hunter didn't even play. He came. He was that knee swelled up in the playoffs. He had meniscus injury. Meniscus surgery in the off season. Um,
Double
what's
O.
his name? Double O had shoulder
Shoulder.
surgery. That's four personnel they could have had back. They could have had a good off season. Albeit it was only 2 months. They could have put some work in for
That's
those
a
two
good point.
months.
That's
But we don't take that into consideration. And then Double O comes back. What? He didn't start at the beginning of the season. Clint Capella, he was really, really bad at the beginning of the season. Kevin Herter, his shot was off at the beginning of the season. Hunter, again, he played, but then he went back out because his knee was messed up again. We don't consider those things, man. As team or as fans. So that plays a lot in part of what his team is at right now.
But you know
This
what,
year,
Juan? Juan, let me challenge you on that, Juan.
mm,
Let me challenge you on that. I mean, but every team go through injuries. I could tell you like this. You can look at the Phoenix Suns. They got 4 dudes out for the season. 4 out
yeah,
for the season. You feel
but
me? And
but
at
the
the end of
four,
the day, at the end of the day, you got the players. It's their responsibility to be prepared for the season. Okay, we did. Okay, you got to get surgery. They're not the only ones getting surgery.
I know, man.
You
But
know
No,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
what Juan
but
saying,
yeah,
Demar, is that when they had to get surgery in the off season, they didn't have no time to improve their game.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I was gonna get to that.
Go
So
ahead, Juan.
you're right. You're right. Phoenix has injury, but Phoenix did not sustain injuries to three of their starters who they thought was going to be key contributors this year.
Well, they got one
Hunter,
starter, one
yeah,
starter.
Hunter, Capella, and Herter are three starters right now that we all were depending to have strong years this year,
Say that
man.
one more
And
time. Say that one more time.
Hunter, Capella, and Herter,
Okay,
three
I got a
starters.
question for you.
Go ahead.
What was Capella supposed to do to add to his game this all season?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Capella was 26 coming to the season. They're turning 27. Look, man, I know, like, get into the gym, shoot free throws, working the game. He's 26 years old. He's not done adding to his game. You know what I mean? But again, the foot injury derails him, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not making excuses for the record that we have right now, but I'm saying just put these things into consideration when we're looking at it.
Well, how about
Last
this
year,
one? How about this one? Right, I give you that. What about the second half of the season, bro? They should whatever injury you had, whatever rehab you had to do. I give you that. Maybe that's why we tricked off the first half of the season. But right now, I can't hear that right now, bro. This the end of the season, bro. I can't hear that
and
right now.
and right now we've won 6 of our last 8. Got it. It's the end of the season. Yes, I agree. Like, we shouldn't have been tricking off the games we should have won. The Spurs, the Pistons, the Houston Rockets at home, the Knicks 3 times. Like, there's no like, those are 7 games that put us between now and second and third seed if we would have won
Exactly.
those games. You
and
know what I mean?
and
So
and what and what
I'm not saying that making excuses for that. All I'm saying is, we take those things into consideration to where we're at now. We should be a better ball club. We should be in the top 3 to 4 because the East right now, yes, they got substantially better. We've seen on a nightly basis these guys can be any team in the top 3 seeds in the
Let me
West
let
in the
me
Eastern
ask you this
Conference any
one.
night.
Let me ask you this, and then I'm go to you, Jim. I didn't get your take on this one. This current roster right now, is it the championship roster, yay or nay?
No, this roster is second round roster at best.
Okay.
I
What
mean,
was your thought, Jim? I know you had a thought.
no, I was about to say, yeah, he made great points on that, and I'm fair. I try to be fair because I know how it is. People just like to blame the coach, and I typically, I'm normally not like this, because I try to give a coach the benefit of the doubt. But like looking at the Falcons, you have the lead, then you lose it. Atlanta, the Falcons, people that follow them, it's a trend. You see what I'm saying? It's a trend. That's what I look at. I look at the trend, and I'm like, dang, the other coaches are out coaching our coach. Like, what's going on? Like, what, I mean, how is this happening? You see what I'm saying? Detroit. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, like, and it's consistent. Whether you don't have your players or not, if your players can get you to a certain point of the game, now 5 minutes to go, That's what I'm looking at, and it's consistent all the time.
But
Well, most of the
but
time.
you know what, GM though, you know what, GM, I think Nate's biggest issue, and let me know if one of y'all disagree with me. I think his biggest issue is just sticking with what works. If
Yeah,
he would just
definitely.
stick with what works and not be concerned, oh, I got to get the starters in the game.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, I got to get, because in my opinion, bro, the only thing I can think of is he put them back in the game because he just don't want to hear their mouth or got to explain shit.
see,
Because
I
there's no
don't.
reason he should have been taking them dudes out the game, and he do it all the time. I think
He's
I
coaching
can't.
himself out of being the head coach. He's
yeah.
messing himself
Let
up.
me get Anderson's opinion on Nate real quick. Talk to me, Nate. I mean,
Nate.
talk to me, analyst. You see, I
Oh
got Nate on
man,
my
Nate.
mind over here.
Hey, listen. I mean, um, I'll I'll put it this way. I go back to a game like the San Antonio game, and I look at it. And although I look at a poor performance by the players, I also look at poor adjustments with the coach. I looked at Doug McDermott shoot three threes in a row
I did too. I
on
remember
the
that.
on the wing, and
Yep.
we were in drop coverage defense the whole game.
Sure
That
did.
allowed Josh Primo, Doug McDermott, all those shooters to be able to hit threes on us. They weren't getting to the basket. They were getting the rebound, tipping the back out, shooting threes all game, and we stayed in it the whole game. And I'll put it like this: Why, if what it would I fire Nate if we get put out in the play-in? I would fire Nate. Now, if we make it to the playoffs, I'll give Nate another few years. But if we get it put out in the play-in, Nate has got to go. And let me tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a culture builder. I'm looking for a guy with these young players can develop a culture with this group that can eventually work themselves into contending for a title instead of taking shortcuts. So I look at some prior coaches, and I can't think, about all the coaches right now. But if I'm looking at defense and offense, I'm looking at culture builder. I admire what Kenny Atkinson did in Brooklyn before KD ran him out. Um, I love the culture. Brooklyn was a pitiful organization before he got
Mm-hmm.
there. He built a culture, and then he was out there practicing with the players, and then they start playing better basketball. The wins came, but they were playing better basketball, and that's what I want. Currently, he's on the staff with Steve Kerr. And here's one last thing I want to say. I know Nate's not a championship coach, but something that championship coaches or even culture changes coaches do is they build great staffs. I look at Steve Kerr and how he has how he brought a Kenny Atkinson on as the lead assistant. I guess Mike Brown had no problem with that. I look at
He's at Golden State, by the way.
yeah, I mean I look at
You need
I
to
look at
look at Coach Pop staff. He fathered all them coaches.
This is true.
yeah.
He
I mean,
fathered
yeah,
Bud,
the Popovich tree is so
Popovich, Kerr worked under him.
Yep.
but
It's
yeah.
extended. Yep.
I look at like a championship coach, and I don't know if Rod's still in the chat, but like Nick Nurse. I look at now, you all can probably say his record was bad. I'm not saying I would hire him as the Hawks coach, but I look at a guy like Earl Watson, who was a not
He a development coach, man.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It was just a good mixture of everything on these coaches' staffs. And I look at Nate's staff, and I'm looking at I was looking at senior citizens who can't, who looking at his son. What kind of staff is that? You have Chris Gent as your lead assistant. Chris Gent, I think he's a great coach, but he's not the best of who's available. So what I'm saying is, listen, coming into this year, I thought Nate was Superman. I thought we were for sure gonna win a title with Nate. But seeing his pattern, I'm not liking it. And I want now at this point, if we're not gonna if we're not gonna add in the offseason contending players, then we need to just stay with the group we have and get a developmental culture changing coach in here. and then we'll see where it takes us.
Hold on, I'll say you want. Go ahead.
Let me go after one.
All right.
Yeah. So to add to what analyst said, man, and we know how Coach Nate manages this team. We're already young. If we keep this draft pick, we're finna get younger with another draft pick.
And they might not even get to play.
That's what I'm saying. He has a propensity for not playing younger guys. Jalen John Sharik, who we know we got the G League, we got those things. You know what I mean? I understand. And we're not so quote unquote developing. We're about to get younger in the draft unless we trade that and go pick up a star or whatnot. You know, just with it. What's going to happen moving forward? You know what I mean? Like, it's going to consider this constant shock wave through the organization. Like, hey man, don't go to Atlanta. Or if they ask you, do you want to go to Atlanta? Like, no, try to find a way to get out of there. You know, if you get picked by them, like as soon as it's time for your contract to come up, ask for a trade. You know what I mean? If Nate is still on here, because we wouldn't in no position this year to where we're not still developing players. We are still developing. We absolutely are still developing.
Our core is too young for us not to be developing.
Yeah, look at Hunter. He's 24. Look at Huerter, 23. Trey is still developing. Trey still makes bad decisions. We just talked about this. He did it again tonight. We are still developing, whether we went to the Eastern Conference Finals or not. We are still developing as a team. For him to say we're not developing is total BS. And then a coach that I will look forward to or look at is Donovan Ham under Mike Budenholzer. He is not probably the top 3 assistant coaches right now looking for a head coaching job.
Well, he is the one. Wasn't Ham on our staff last year?
Ham used to play for us. He used to play for us. But Donovan Ham is the prime reason why Giannis is where he's at right now. You know,
he was on our staff last year. Donovan Ham left us. He left us last year, right? He stayed an extra year after Bud, right?
No, Darwin went with Bud.
Yeah, Darwin went with Bud.
Bud took his whole staff.
No, but he didn't. He did. I thought he stayed one more year.
No, we had Melvin Hunt last year.
Melvin Hunt. My bad. Yeah.
So Darvin Ham is a name to keep an eye on for. He's ready for a coaching position. He is the one that's responsible for helping and molding Giannis to be the beast that he is right now. And he's ready. He's been coaching the Budenholzer, man. So he knows he's going to be defense, championship coach. He knows how to play defense. He knows how to drop offense. You know.
So you think so? Juan and everybody else, and then I'm gonna ask Juan a question, then I go to you, Gerald, and then we'll wrap it up. So you think we should go after? We should be given. This team needs a first-time head coach to lead us, because that's what you be getting with a Darvin Ham as a first-time head coach.
But what are you getting from Willie Green right now? Who's leading the Philadelphia? Who's leading the Pelicans to the playoffs right now? What are you getting from?
But the Pelicans under 500.
And they end up
winning. They're constantly winning.
But they're in the 10th spot.
But they built a culture.
Yeah,
what culture?
Bro, they are winning. Like, go look at the game.
They beat us.
Go look at the gameplay. Like, it's not about the record right now because the West is tough. It's really, really tough to come out of it. If the Pelicans were in the East right now, they'd be a top 3-4 seed right now. But I'm looking at guys like that. I'm looking at Monty Williams. Monty Williams, he's not a young coach, but remember he was blackballed out of the league for a minute because we was with New Orleans the first time. He didn't do really good with Chris Paul, but now he's back with Phoenix, and now he's doing really, really well, man. You know, so I look at people like that, man, and it's like, man, you know, a new voice. And I'm not saying we need a new voice, but we also know that Nate is old school as they get, bro. Right, he's super old school, man. He's not going to change. He ain't going to change. He's not going to change, man. We know this. When you look like an Eric Spoelstra or Popovich, those guys are going to continue to adapt. That's what makes them the greats, man. Even Rick Carlisle, you know what I mean? I don't even like Rick Carlisle, but they're going to continue to adapt and change their coaching methodologies, man, because that's what keeps them relevant and what keep their teams in the playoffs every year.
Okay, let me go to Gerald, but I'll say this, man. With this current roster, I don't care who the coach is.
I've been saying that.
With this current roster, because guess what? We still gonna find ways to trick off the game. We tricked that shit off tonight. Now I would say
you go with a different coach like
that's why I want to know.
Let me
go ahead and go to Gerald, then we're gonna wrap it up, fellas. And then we're gonna do another live where we just talk about coaches, because it seems like we can go on for about a couple more hours with this.
Look, I can go all day talking
about check this out. Championship teams are not ran by the coaches. It's ran by the players.
Facts.
You gotta have the best players to win the championship. Number two, if you want to change a culture, the culture doesn't come from the head coach; it comes from the GM.
Facts.
So if you say you want a culture change, analyst, you saying you want Travis out of there.
Travis has a ring. I like what he's
I'm just saying. I'm saying
based on culture.
I'm saying if you saying that you want a culture change, the culture change doesn't come from the coach because the players run the league. It comes from the GM that picks the players.
Hey, Gerald,
is what I'm saying.
Gerald, with the GM, I gotta ask you this question: Where were we before he came? See, I see a major difference. I see a major difference from the Hawks.
When Bud was the general manager.
When
Bud went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
When Bud went to, I think when Bud went to GM, I think we had peaked before he went to be the GM.
But you got to remember,
then we kind of went down.
But you got to remember, Bud only became the GM because Buddy got caught up.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That was Danny Ferry's culture.
And remember, when Ferry got caught up, we went the whole season because Ferry, the assistant GM, the redhead white guy, was running the team. I can't remember his name, but he was Ferry's assistant. And we went the rest of the season with no general manager. And then the following season, that's when it made Bud the head coach and the president of basketball operations. But which was weird because they left the assistant there as the GM, which made no sense. How the coach gonna be the boss of the GM or the assistant GM? That's retarded, right? But before Travis got here, bro, we had been to the conference finals. We had made the playoffs 10 years in a row. Right. Now, what Travis did when he got here, I don't agree with everything, but I understand why he did it because we were getting older and those older players was going to cost us more money. So I understood
that was my point.
Yeah, I understood why he broke the team up because I'm going to be honest. I wasn't going to give Millsap $31 million a year like the Nuggets did. Sorry. He was just getting too old for that type of money. You know what I'm saying? And so I understood what Travis did, but like I agree with Gerald. To win a championship, you need culture, which comes from the GM. Why? Because the GM is the one that go and get the players. And I'm gonna tell you another thing you need, and this came from KD. You need players who hold each other accountable. You need leaders who actually play in the game. You see what I'm saying? That's where you see the people like the Udonis Haslams. When we had Solo, you need somebody on that bench who's one of the leaders, the culture, the message. Udonis Haslam, he don't push Eric Spoelstra's message. He pushes Pat Riley's message.
Right, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
See, those two are in sync.
And guess what? When you got that, other players can't buck up.
Yeah.
Because they know Pat Riley got Haslam back. He got Spoelstra's back. Remember when LeBron got to Miami? What did he want? He wanted Spoelstra gone. Pat Riley said, pimp, nah, I run this over here, dog. Now, in hindsight, Pat Riley came out and said he wish he would have done some stuff different to keep LeBron. But, that's how it go. But, fellas, I got to wrap it up. We at 158. Y'all know I got to cut it off after 2 minutes. So, everybody, you got 10 seconds to say your final thoughts. Go ahead, Gerald. Anything you got to shout out?
Hey, if you want a championship, you need better players. No matter who the coach is, if you got the same roster, you're gonna get the same result.
There you go. Talk to me, analysts. What? Analysts don't have nothing to say?
Hey, we gotta talk about this after the show.
All righty. Last words, GM.
Golden State had a template. And Nate McMillan's not that, man. You are what you are, And he's not the fit for this team. And we got to protect these young players that we have, So that's what I'm looking at.
I feel you. And that's going to be the show tonight, family. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit that like button, man. Get them likes up for us. Salute to the chat once again. Salute to my guests. analyst. You know, he always here. Gerald always here. Shout out to GM, who be hanging out in the chat. And finally hopped up in here.
I got something to do it too. But I couldn't help it. I had to come on.
Yeah. Hey, come on more, man. Come on more. We appreciate the different insights, man. We appreciate the different insights.
I love your show, man. I love the show.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And for that family, we're going to catch y'all after the next game. Well, we got one more game left for the season, and it's a wrap.
You cool with me, Gerald.